In case you have yet to see this today, this is just absolutely remarkable footage here because it shows, as you're about to see, Bergdahl being transferred Saturday from the Taliban to the U.S. military. And as we watch this, Chris Heben is a former Navy SEAL. He's joining me now to walk me through what we're looking at. And so as we watch this, Chris, I want to begin with really the first visual we have. I think one of my last guests called him being in his Sunday best here because the Taliban knew full well they had a video camera and they knew this would be blasted all around the world. But the
prime time.
But the eye blinking, the Bergdahl sitting in that truck initially and blinking. You're a medical professional as well. What's your read?
Yeah, he is very nervous. He doesn't know what he's walking into. You know, when you're a captive for 5 years, a little bit of that Stockholm syndrome comes into play. Well, a lot of the Stockholm syndrome. He didn't know what he was being handed over to. Yes, they were Americans, but I think he knows in his heart of hearts that he walked away from that post and he's like, geez, what's going to happen to me when I get to the other side? I think he was very nervous. He might have been in shock at the fast pace that this all happened. So uneasy, edgy, nervous, frightened, you know, identifies more with his captors after 5 years than he does with the guys that wear the same uniform he used to wear. So
crazy.
Hard to say, you know.
And how quickly and how well orchestrated the whole thing went off, at least from my own perspective. Yeah, clockwork. And the fact is, we watch some of the U.S. Special Forces, you see them sort of facing the Taliban as they walk back toward the helicopter before turning around. 2 different times you see some of those guys patting Bergdahl down. Would you have taken a little longer with him?
I would have taken a lot longer. You know, people say, hey, you want to get off the X, but you know, you've got 2 AC-130 gunships circling in the sky. You've got armed men on that helicopter that are scanning left, scanning right, what we call looking for work, which basically means you're looking to squeeze the trigger on someone because they're doing something you don't like. I would have had that guy, I would have slammed him down on the ground, checked every inch of his body, front, back, and sideways before I put him anywhere near that helicopter. That's what we do with friendly pilots that we know have been in the field for 2 hours, 3 hours after their plane went down.
Let alone
we search
the Taliban.
their entire body.
Right.
But right, I don't trust the Taliban. We like to, and yeah, we never turn our backs to the enemies. We like to look our enemies in their faces. So that video was very very impressive. Things went down fast.
What about quickly, just Chris, the hand shaking, the hand over the heart, and then the left hand wave?
Yeah, the hand over the heart, that was a gesture that should have been done with the right hand. You're basically saying salam, which is peace be upon you. This is a peaceful situation. We want no gunplay. We're showing our open hands. The left-handed waving, that's worse than a fashion faux pas. That is like it's bad. It's a slap in the face. It's almost akin to giving a one-finger salute or telling someone you know what. You know,
with the left hand. Okay, so that's a
exactly. Whether that's done by design or they just didn't realize in the heat of the moment, I'm not sure, but you know, not good. But who cares? Right.
I mean, it all went off, and they have Bergdahl sitting in launch stool. Health, the #1 priority. Final takeaway. What else am I missing? What else am I not seeing?
Well, here's what we're basically seeing everything. I'm glad he's back. Okay, but let's get to the facts of the case and see what happened. Why did he even leave? Where did he get? How did he get to where he was? You know, and also my last parting comment is, let's go get that Marine Sergeant in Mexico. Let's bring him home too.
Chris Heben, thank you so much, former Navy SEAL, for joining me. I really appreciate it and your expertise.